And up next, we have James Tresner. He is the executive director of Wanakee in Meredith, New Hampshire. Wanakee is a Christian summer camp that offers 7 weeks of camp for children, youth, and adults. So we're very excited to have James here. Can you hear us, James?
Yes. Hi, Scott. Hi, Greg. How are you guys?
We're doing great. How are you?
Doing great. It's an exciting day, as always.
It is, definitely. So you're seeing the numbers tick through. Tell us a little bit about Wanakee. What do you do?
Yes, so we are a rustic summer camp on Lake Pemigewasset, just off of 104. This is our 60th year, which is really exciting. We're marking that by reopening. We were not able to open last summer, and we are just beyond thrilled that we're going to be able to get back to what we love, which is summer camp with kids and middle schoolers and high schoolers. I grew up coming to camp here, so it means a lot to me. And I don't know if you guys are summer camp people, but summer camp is such a big part of New Hampshire, and I think, I think kids really need it this summer, so we're just thrilled to be able to get back to it. And our community is we already have 60 donations last I looked, or 60 donors, which is just so inspiring for us. We're a really small organization.
I got to tell you, I love your energy. Dude, I'm a T-shirt and ball cap hat guy myself. And I
had to rep it.
I did spend a couple of weeks at summer camp when I was a kid, and it's memories today. Here I am, sitting here at 59. That I still remember really fondly, and especially if you live in a city and you don't get a chance to go to a summer camp, that's even more of oh my God, an eye-opening experience. But you see the joy on kids' faces when they're out there and kind of away from home, kind of on their own, experiencing a little bit of independence, for the first time and learning so much, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's such a powerful place to grow, especially those first few years. Maybe you had the same experience. The first time I went to camp, I was so homesick, but then when you power through it, and on the other side, you realize that you can do so much more. And it's just great preparation for life, because you're forced to make friends on your own. You're out of your comfort zone of school, but also you can be yourself. You don't have to sort of be confined to how people might know you at school, and you can try out maybe different versions of your personality. And I know that was true for me. Camp helped me discover who I really was.
Yeah.
And I think that's true for so many kids who come through.
And it's a crucial step for any kid, right? Who's sitting there. We're all, you're anxious, hey, we're away from home kind of thing. And then when you learn, oh yeah, I can get through that. Look at this. I did make friends, and I made friends at summer camp that became friends for life. And once you get over that hurdle in your mind as a young person, it's a lesson that you take with you carrying forward,
100%. Yeah. And I know there's a few, the Mayhew program and Mowgli and the Circle program are also some wonderful camps participating today. So it's good to see some of my colleagues and friends around the state who do the same thing. And we're all just thrilled to get back to it.
James, be careful.
A few weeks, really.
Be careful what you wish for, James, because we're dealing with trapped animals from 15 months of being in there with their parents. They might get a little wild on you for those first few days.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I even for me, I'm forgetting some of the words to our songs. Right, we're preparing to reopen, and I'm like, I don't know how this goes anymore because it's been 2 years. But we'll figure it out. We'll get back on track.
So did you have to Did you, like so many other organizations, businesses, everybody had to sort of transition and improvise in the past year? Did you turn to virtual programming at the summer camp?
Yeah, we did. It was really incredible. Our former staff and our volunteers and our assistant director, Hannah, people within 4 days in mid-March, we spun up this whole Wanakee from Home thing, and we did 60 sessions last spring from March through June. And then in the summer, we brought 9 staff on site and did camp at home. And we had 6 weeks run. About 40 kids came to those weeks. And it was definitely different. It's 2 hours a day, but you do what you have to do, right? And we were still able to have community and connect with our people and do the best that we could in all the uncertainty and circumstances. But one of our supporters was saying, you guys made lemonade out of lemons, and that's what we had to do.
It speaks to when you said you do what you have to do. I just want to take a second and recognize how big a deal that is. To sit there and reimagine how to get to reach children and get to them on their own turf through video and through the internet, and to continue to do the work that you set out to do, and you didn't let a pandemic get in your way. That is admirable. I mean, we've seen teachers do it, and my wife works in a school program, and I know it is not easy. How hard was it to adapt what you do to a virtual program? And be honest, it could not have been easy.
Oh, yeah, it was really difficult. And my hats are off to our creative staff. And truly, New Hampshire Gives in 2020 was kind of the final jetpack we needed, because our community just showed up in such a big way that it gave us confidence that that we could just try things and spend some money bluntly, and just because it was so important to us that we still try to be Wanakee and meet our families where they were, and because of 225 supporters who came and supported us last June, we just said, okay, we can definitely do this. But I have to, it was one thing to spin up summer camp for 6 weeks. I have to tip my hat to the teachers and educators. We had a school group here today, our first kids on site since 2019, and you could just tell, they've had to reinvent themselves on a dime, and day after day for a whole school year. I mean, we did our best for one summer, but these guys, they've been in the trench for the whole year, trying to figure it out and do their best. And
yeah,
to your wife, my hat's off to her too.
Well, still, I mean, thank you, and that's true to all of our educators. But congratulations to you and the staff at Wanakee for keeping that alive. Because you could have, the bottom line is you could have said, well, we can't do it this summer, but you didn't. And so if you're sitting at home and you're thinking about an organization to help, guys like Wanakee and you do such a great job, you deserve a tip of the hat as well, tip of the cap as well to you. So
what are you most looking forward
thank you,
to?
I appreciate
James?
it.
Yeah.
Sorry?
What are you most looking forward to as you get the band back together?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have butterflies. I've been saying, when I was a camper, you turn onto the street and your stomach kind of goes at knots. And they kind of receive, this is going to be my 6th summer doing this, but I know that on that first Sunday, but it's just going to be, I think, spine-tingling. Even today, just having kids here and laughing and hearing the sort of noise of 70 kids on site, I know that I had goosebumps. I had goosebumps talking about it right now. And I know that just having our campers here who we haven't seen in 2 years, they're going to be a foot taller now. We're not going to recognize them. So just getting back to like that first spaghetti and meatballs, and on Friday night we sing this song like from our different cabins in the woods, and there's just going to be all these moments of like, oh yeah, this is why we do this, and this is why we tried so hard to realize our mission last year when we had to do it in such a new way, because we needed to connect the dots, and we knew that we would have a day to get back to it, and now we're here. It's happening.
James, your energy and enthusiasm is infectious, and that's the kind of thing that's why kids love going there, and that's why it's such a successful place at Wanakee. So thank you very much, and continued success, and congratulations on adapting, and here's to a great season of 2021 at Wanakee.
Thank you so much. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to come see us in action sometime. Drop me an email.
All right, love it.
There you go.
Thanks, James.
Thank you,
Appreciate
James.
it. Have a great
All
summer.
right, thank you guys. Have a great night.
You too.
All right, take care. That's just great.
That's great.
That's the kind of guy you want running a summer camp.
I know.
Right there.
I love that.
That's the kind of thing. That's the enthusiasm you need.
What songs I got to learn?
I want s'mores.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go tubing.
Yeah.
Campfires.
Yeah.
Let's roll, baby. Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about. And that's the kind of nonprofit, perfect example, going into the summer, they need it now, that you can donate to. That's perfect.